So it was daylight saving times on Sunday, so we all lost an hour of sleep. Yes, that's very tragic. But for students, when Monday rolls around, you know, I think I'm gonna miss 2 classes this morning instead of 1. It's facts, facts. Oh man, my chest hurts. Hey bro, does your chest hurt too? Oh man, we was working out yesterday. Probably not a good idea. But we had noticed something when we had walked into the rec. You gotta swipe your own card now. That coronavirus is really getting to people now. They got UIC scared, but I don't get this. But I know y'all heard about the coronavirus. The news, they had announced that a 5th patient in Illinois was released to quarantine from Rush Hospital. And I was like, oh, this is just another coronavirus story. You know how the news be. But then it hit me. Yeah, we're all in trouble. We're all in trouble. I had to put 2 and 2 together. I was like, wait a minute, it says Rush Hospital. That's like a block or 2 away from UIC. So why isn't school canceled yet? UIC, do something. It's always like when something happens, they're like, oh, I can't see. Oh, those kids will be all right. Those kids will be all right. But then I realized it took negative 50-degree wind chill to close campus. So it all makes sense now. It all makes sense now. But with that being said, everybody in our live studio audience tonight is taking home a free bottle of hand sanitizer. Or that's what I would have loved to have given you if the show had a budget. I'm sorry, I don't have a budget yet. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We got a 7-Eleven over there. You guys could get it there. Anyways, it's March, so that means we're at the midway point of this semester. We're almost halfway done, so whatever the coronavirus does, it doesn't even matter. But most of you guys have probably already taken or are currently taking your midterm exams. And I figured, oh, this is a stressful time for everybody. So I let people de-stress by telling some of their interesting midterm stories. So with that being said, it's time for tonight's segment, Midterm Confessions. First tweet from our anonymous people, because here at the late night, we do not snitch. So, anonymous person number 1 says, me and my phone have become best friends for every midterm so far. I feel that. I feel that. I see what y'all did there. Second tweet says, I pray to God every time before I take a midterm, but I always fail. So is my fate not strong enough? Sometimes you can't leave it up to God. Hit them books, kid, hit them books. The third person says, never took a midterm to be honest. I just pay people to take it for me. Man, if you got money like that, why not? If it's an attendance class, that could be a problem. Tweet number 4, midterms, no problem. I just been looking at my neighbor's paper for the last 6 semesters. I know people out here cheat. Y'all feel this one. I'm not gonna snitch. I was gonna say something, but I'm not a snitch. Anonymous person number 5 says, looked at the first question of the midterm, instantly withdrew from the class. If you think about it though, you guys lasted better than everybody else. People be dropping the first day. That's actually an accomplishment. I'd rather take the W. It's whatever. And our last tweet of the tweet, whatever, it says, decided to skip class today. Later, my friend asked me, Hey, how'd you do on the midterm today? Wait, we had a midterm? Hey, would you or anyone you know like to be a guest on the show? Send in your submission to latenightUIC@gmail.com. All right, guys, our first guest tonight is a dancer and is a secretary of the African Student Council. Please welcome Mummypraise Ovoh. Hi, how's it going? Here's your mic. Mummy, welcome back to the Late Night Flame, and I say that because you are the only person who's been here 2 times. 2 times. If you guys don't know, she was in the first episode. She was a part of our video segment, and you were a model for Sam in Progression. Yeah. But now it's your time to shine here in the spotlight. So welcome back to the Late Night Flame, and just tell us about yourself.
Hi, so I'm basically just a student here at UIC, but along with being a student, I'm a part of so many other orgs here on campus. So, welcome me.
Okay. So you're representing the African Student Council. Before we get to that though, we just want to know about Mummy. So you're 1/5 of a dance group here at UIC called African Heat. Can you tell us about that?
So basically, African Heat is a dance team here on campus. We also do other gigs off campus, and it's basically just to spread the love for our culture, our African culture and dance, and then we also dance outside of the culture as well. I don't know if you guys were at Heritage Ball, but we danced to other songs.
Y'all killed there. I saw it. It was lit. Y'all was going crazy. Y'all was going crazy. Anything else you want to say about that? Any upcoming performances for you guys?
Nothing soon, but definitely keep out and look out for our social media. I tend to put a lot of stuff on my story, so if you're ever wondering where we're performing next, just make sure to look out for those.
Okay, so you say you're part of other campus orgs, not just the ASC, so tell us, what are you a part of?
So along with being a part of ASC and African Heat, I'm also a part of Collegiate 100. Shout out to the first episode. I think he had our VP on there.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes. Paveo was here. She was.
She was. And then also I'm a part of the UIC Core, which are basically tour guides here on campus. Now we do get paid, so I call it my job, but it's technically another campus org because we do participate in the Involvement Fair.
True. So now let's get into the African Student Council. What made you want to become a part of it and then on to becoming the secretary?
Well, when I first got here to UIC, I was basically just craving somewhere to fit in, somewhere to go meet more people, somewhere to kind of like express myself. And then I just kind of fell in love with African Student Council because, well, first of all, my parents are Nigerian, I'm Nigerian, shout out to there. And then I was just able to find more people that related to me as far as childhood experiences, as well as just other Black people, other people who just wanted to know about like the culture, which is pretty fun.
Dope. So this show is all about our campus orgs here at UIC. So basically, this is your time to tell everyone here and on the cameras, everyone watching on YouTube, everything about the African Student Council.
Well, the first thing I do want to point out is that African Student Council isn't just for African students or students of the African diaspora. It's for everyone. Anyone who wants to come and learn about the culture, anyone who wants to just come chill with us, whether you're Jamaican, African, or you just feel like you're African American, whether you're Hispanic, you want to come learn about the culture, whether you're Polish, you want to come learn about the culture. It's just somewhere you can come and just kind of relate to our part of the world.
So you're part of a lot of things too. So what's a great thing about being involved on campus?
Well, first, I like knowing people. I think anyone who knows me or has been walking around with me kind of notices that other people come up and they're like, hey, mommy, what's up? Or hi, how are you doing? And in that way, I'm able to connect people from other parts of school to people to the other parts of school. So I think that's pretty cool, just being a bridge. And then other than that, like, I just genuinely like knowing people. I like knowing a lot of people. I like knowing the different parts of UIC.
Is there any other organizations on campus that you'd like to be a part of?
One thing I did kind of want to join as a freshman when I first got here was maybe a Greek fraternity, or sorority, sorry. And it has been in the back of my mind, but I do know that it requires a lot of commitment. So if I were to go back, then maybe. But as for right now, I think I'm satisfied.
Okay. So tell everybody who's watching where they could follow you, African Heat, African Student Council. Plug your social.
Okay, you guys, I'm really big on social media. But as far as reaching out to us, on Instagram, you can follow African Heat at African_Heat, African spelled with the K. And then for African Student Council, it's ASC_UIC. And then for your girl truly, it's Aphrodite Praise. So basically Aphrodite spelled like the Greek goddess, and then just praise following it.
All right, there you guys go. Please follow all 3 of those. Mummy, thank you so much for being here. When we come back, we'll have Luis Cabrales.
Hey, be sure to keep up with the show on social media, catch up on missed moments, find out who will be on the next show, and where to be a part of our next live taping. Follow us on all 3 channels, yes, all 3, at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Late Night UIC.
Welcome back here to the Late Night Flame. Our next guest is a conservationist and a student educator at the Latino Cultural Center. Please welcome Luis Cabrales. Okay. I respect that, man. I respect it. Here you go, sir.
Thank you very much.
Luis,
Jeremiah,
welcome to the Late Night Flame.
thank you. Thank you for having me, man.
No, man, I appreciate you being here, man. Just to kick it off, tell us about yourself.
All right, cool. I will have to say I kind of do this on the regular.
You flexing? It's okay if you can.
So I'm a 4th year undergrad student here at UIC studying integrated health studies. This is my last semester. Thank you. And I'm a student educator at the Latino Cultural Center, and like Jeremiah said, I'm a conservation advocate.
Okay. So just, let's start off with you. Tell us, why are you into conservation?
First I think I want to start off with first of all, what is conservation, right? So I come from an environmental background. Yeah, my major is integrated health studies, but my focus outside of school has always been the environment. So conservation it's sort of like, it's taking care of the land. So it's the removal of invasive species, but also trail maintenance, right? So it goes along with the idea that we as people, we need to take care of the land. We're stewards of the land, right? So that's what conservation is. And so for me, what was the question?
Why are you into conservation? Why do you do this?
I mean, man, I just feel like it's my obligation as a person of this planet, and not to sound all environmentalist or whatever, but I think that's my obligation. I feel like I should take care of where I live.
Exactly. Y'all listen to this man. Y'all live on Earth too. Take care of Earth. Listen to this man. But you're a part of something called the Student Conservation Association. What is that, and how could other students be a part of it as well?
So the SCA, Student Conservation Association, it's a nonprofit. It's nationwide. It's meant to get high school students and even adults. So the name is also kind of misleading because it says student, but not everybody's a student. Yeah. But it's really meant to get high school students and adults get into the conservation field. So it's a way to get into figure out what it means to have a career in the environment.
I see that. Start them young and stuff like that.
I mean, that's how I was started. I was 15 when I first started work on a conservation crew.
Okay. Well, thank you for caring about Earth then. Appreciate it. I heard you recently won an award, so tell us about it.
I did, yeah. So the award is called Core Member of the Year 2020. So this award is... Congrats. So this award is meant to highlight people who are active in their community, but also the conservation community. And so that's where I shine, and that's where I'm from. So I'm very active in my neighborhood. So I'm from the southeast side of Chicago, but I'm also very active in the conservation community in Chicago as a whole. So my supervisors, they really just, they saw that in me, and they wanted to, go through the process. And, that the award took me to DC. I met some pretty cool people out there, and I came back, and now I'm here to share like what I learned and what I'm continuing to learn.
No, that's dope for real, man. What you're doing is real dope. And we were actually talking before the show and stuff like that, and I didn't know, but UIC has a greenhouse. We have one. I did not know that. So please tell us about that and how, if any UIC people are interested, how can they join?
So I worked at the UIC greenhouse for almost 3 years. I started in December 2016, and I just finished December 2016, and I just finished September 2019. So that was like, man, almost 3 years of my life. I worked weekends at the greenhouse. I know Josiah can attest to that. I'd be posting it, like I used to post on my Snapchat and Instagram, posting like tutorials, how to plant a plant, how to propagate, try to make it cool, because that stuff is not like, it's not known. That type of information just isn't like accessible or available to people. So I mean, the way I started, I mean, it's there. Matthew, like he's in my top 3 favorite white guys. So, and I mean, for real, I mean, you go up to him and ask him, like, hey, what can I do? That's literally all it takes. That's what I did, and I ended up getting a job. So just, you go up to them and be like, was there anything I can do today? How can I volunteer? How can I help?
Okay, so no, that's dope. If you guys want to be a part of the greenhouse, y'all heard it here. But now, on to what is most important about this episode, and that's the Latino Cultural Center. You are a student educator there. Tell the people, what does that mean? What do you do? And what's your role with that organization?
So the Latino Cultural Center, so it's a department, like you said, it's not necessarily an organization. Yeah. It's a department on campus.
Here,
No, for sure. I appreciate this representation,
Oh, no, it's all love. It's all love, for real.
So the Latino Cultural Center, at the LCC, we like acronyms. We all like acronyms, right? ASC. So at the LCC, I'm a student educator, and for me, that means that, I help around the office, but I also get to facilitate mural tours, right? So we have the largest indoor contemporary mural in Chicago. And this mural has a lot of themes in it, has a lot of scenes of immigration, culture, cultural knowledge, indigenous knowledge, social movements, and artistic representation, right? Political activism. And so a lot of these themes, so although it was painted in 1996, over 20 years ago, right? Like a lot of these themes are still relevant today. And so my role as a student educator is to help facilitate these mural tours, help facilitate these dialogues centered around environmental and climate justice and immigration dialogues. And what are the intersections of immigration and disability and environment and climate change, and what does it mean to be Black in the environment? What does it mean to be Latino in the environment? That's where I'm at.
Yeah, tell people where it is on campus too, so that they could find it. I know UIC is not that big of a campus, but people do get lost, so just tell them where it's at.
The LCC is essentially Lecture Center B2 next to the women's bathroom, which is unfortunate because, but it's next to the women's bathroom. We have the gallery upstairs. We have our offices and a computer lab downstairs. It's open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Any organization can request to reserve it. I process those space requests, so just let me know. But yeah.
So just now is the time to tell everybody anything and everything about the LCC.
All right, cool, because we have a lot of events coming up. So this Thursday, so what's today? Tuesday? So Tuesday. 2 days from now, Wednesday, Thursday, we have one event. It's called the Zona Abierta, and so these zonas abiertas are meant to facilitate dialogues and focus on a presentation. And so this presentation happens to be about indigenous women, like badass women, Native women who present on what they want to present about. So that's at some point during the day. I forgot what time it's at. But the same day on Thursday, we also have Poetry Night, which is our longest running program at the LCC. So poetry night, 5:30 to 7:30. We always have some really cool topics. This topic is about women, gender, and sexuality.
That's it?
Yeah, I mean, that's the most exciting, yeah, poetry night, yeah.
Okay, no, definitely. And I know we were talking, this is probably a weird transition, but back to you now. You have any goals for the future? Any big things you want to work on as far as like in the Latino community or with the conservation stuff?
That's a good question because that's really my goal as a Latino in the environment, right? So my goal always from the beginning, the reason why I do what I do is to get more Black and brown people in the environment. You know, get them to understand like that this is a career path for them and that we need more representation in this because I'm tired of having white supervisors. But don't get me wrong, like they're cool people, but I need to be a supervisor.
I know where you're coming from, man. I know where you're coming from. It's all love, but we gotta stand up and represent, and you know, culture is so important to me too. So I respect everything you're doing.
Thank you.
Last question. Shout out everything. Where could people find you? The Latino Cultural Center, any of the conservation stuff that you're a part of?
All right, okay. So you can follow the Latino Culture Center at UIC LCC everywhere. That's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, UIC LCC. You can follow me on Twitter at KingLouis005. I post a lot about community. Yeah.
It's dope. I love the King Louis.
Yes.
I should have introduced you as King Louis.
No, you're good, bro. That's my personal Twitter. On Instagram, I'm just Luis.Cabrales005. And the youth organization that I helped start is Southeast Youth Alliance. It's all one word. We're also known as SIA, as in like see you later, or like SIA, like a SIA, you know, because we appeal to the bilingual community. But yeah, that's all I want to shout out. That's it.
All right, well, Luis, I appreciate you. I got you, I'm sorry. Luis, I appreciate your time, man. Thank you for being here on the Late Night Flame. Please be sure to follow him. He has very dope content. Thank you. Thank you, man. When we come back, we'll have an interview and performance from Elijah Love.
Be sure to subscribe to UIC's YouTube channel, UIC Live, to catch all of our episodes from the Late Night Flame throughout the semester. You'll also be able to catch wonderful content that takes place on campus as well. Subscribe and turn on those post notifications for UIC Live.
Our next guest here on the Late Night Flame is an up-and-coming artist here in Chicago. Please welcome Elijah Love. Appreciate you, bro. Hey. Here you go, sir.
Thank you.
Elijah, welcome to the show, man.
What's poppin'?
Tell us about yourself, bro.
That's weird.
My bad.
Nah, you good.
Tell us about yourself.
What's up, y'all? Make some noise for yourselves. Y'all look good tonight. Make some noise for yourselves. Yes, sir. My name is Elijah Love. I am a R&B singer / just entertainer from the South Side of Chicago. South Side, make some noise. Yes, sir. Say it.
All right.
Yeah.
So tell us about your story and how did you get into like making music? When did you know that you wanted to be an R&B artist and all that good stuff?
I started making music. Well, I wrote my first song when I was like in 5th grade. But what really got me into it was when I started writing songs in high school, and then I did plays, and then that transferred into making music, and then making music like, oh, I really love this, performing on stage, and then that's just how this all started, really.
Yeah, and not only do you do that, but you also make beats.
Mm-hmm.
When did you get started into doing that?
Actually, that is an interesting story. So my brother over there, Josiah, right? Everybody give my boys some love. I started making beats for him.
Okay.
Because I was like, man, I need to learn how to make beats. So I was like, let me just make something for him. And then I just practice my skill every day, and I just love it now.
How would you say, how far have you come in like the beat making process?
It's I've come a long way from when I first started because I was trash. I was trash. But now I'm pretty good. I know how to make basically whatever I want. It's just real life, just patience, consistency, and just really honing in on your craft, just like anything you do.
True. Same question goes to music, man. Like, how far have you come in that?
Oh, I came a long way. I still need to perfect my craft. I still need to get better. There's still flaws in it. It's still things I can sharpen on. But just keep working at it every day, and then I'll get to where I want to be.
So I saw you tee up at the Heritage Ball.
Yeah, hey, if y'all was there, yeah, you already know. Yes, sir.
I know you get a lot of love from the UIC community, man. What does that mean to you?
Oh man, it's great because like y'all basically like help me grow as an artist because I always see y'all. Like y'all always show me love wherever I go. So it's like I love y'all here, gang.
So you have a pretty lit song. I love it. It's called Ashley.
Let's call it again.
Ashley.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I peeped your Instagram, and it was like you was just hyping it up, same like an artist would always do. You got to hype up your track, promo stuff. But it made it as far as Power 92.
Yeah.
You got radio play, man. How does that feel, bro? Talk about that, man. How'd you get on the radio, and how does that feel after you hearing it and stuff like that?
Oh man, it was just blessings, you know, cause I met the guy who put on radio. His name Ricky Rampage. I met him through a mutual friend. So anyone out there who's an artist or doing music, network, cause networking really gets you far.
That's fast.
But yeah, that's really what happened. He loved the song, and he was like, "Yo, this song is a good radio song," and then boom, that's really just how it happened. It was that simple. It's that simple. Like, there's nothing, no exciting story I can tell you guys about it.
So I know a lot of people want to hear the answer to this one. Do we got new music coming from Eli in 2020?
Oh, yeah, you know the vibes coming. Summer 2020. You know the vibes.
Oh, summer 2020, man. Y'all hear it only on the late night. Only on the late night. Y'all hear it first.
In the early morning. I honestly did that.
So just tell the people, man, where can they follow you, listen to your music, all that good stuff.
All right, so y'all can follow me at Elijah Love with 3 E's at the end, ElijahLovee. All my music is on Apple, SoundCloud, Tidal, everywhere at Elijah Love. Yup. Gang!
Follow my boy Elijah. Are you ready to perform?
Yeah, man, let's get y'all ready. Vibe out with me?
When we come back, we're going to have a performance from Elijah Love. Hey guys, welcome back to the Late Night Flame. You guys ready for some music? Here to perform his hit single, Ashley. Ladies and gentlemen, Elijah Love.
Alright, my boy. So before we get this show on the road, I need crowd participation from you guys. Can y'all give me that? Yeah! Alright. So if y'all know this, y'all be like, you ride around in the city, you say you down, you with me. I need y'all. Oh, ooh, my bad. I need y'all to say, yeah. Alright? Just like that. Alright? You ride around in the city, you say you down, you with me. It's a pause. I know, it's weird. It's a weird timing thing. So, you ride around in the city, you say you down, you with me. There we go. All right, run that. All right. Oh, is it? Yeah. Yeah. Your name is Ashley, you're pretty. You ride around in the city. You say you down and you with me. Yeah. Your name is Ashley, you're pretty. You ride with the girls in the city. You say you down and you with me. Yeah. Me on my go on a date, suit and tie. Now we alone, just you and I. Just like them days that you about. Go to the dorm and break it down. Roommate it sleep, don't make it sound. Fight in the room, go many rounds. Let's take a break and hit the town. Let's hit the town. Yeah, I know you missed them days. Yeah, I know you missed them days.
song that you say. Eli boy, come my way. Your name is Ashley, you pretty. You ride around in the city. You say you down to be with me. What y'all say? Your name is Ashley, you pretty. You ride with the girls in the city. You say you down to be with me. One more time. All the hood, I'm with you. Light skin chick and a dark skin crew. Always at the parties, at the function. Girl, you always sipping on something, getting drunk and twerking with your friends in front on me. Yeah, twerking with your friends in front on me. Saying that you don't love me, saying that you don't care. Girl, we all know this. One more time, like, your name is Ashley, you pretty. You ride around in the city. You say you down to be with me. Yeah, yeah. Your name is Ashley, you pretty. You ride with the girls in the city. You say you down to be with me. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Your name is Ashley, you pretty. You ride with the girls in the city. You say you down to be with me. Yeah, yeah. Your name is Ashley, you pretty. You ride with the girls in the city. You say you down to be with me. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, sir. That was lit, bro. That was lit, man. Always love seeing you perform. My thanks to Elijah Love for being here. My thanks to our other two guests, Mummypraise Ovoh and Luis Cabrales, representing the African Student Council and the Latino Cultural Center. Live studio audience, I appreciate you guys. Make some noise for yourself. Thank you guys for being a part of the Late Night Flame. Be sure to follow the show on social media on all channels at Late Night UIC. And hey, remember to make. Come on, bro. Hey, come back. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Hey, remember to let that passion for creativity burn. I'm Jeremiah Paprocki. Good night, UIC.